Tell me, General,
Thank you.
did Saddam really have a plan for the use of chemical weapons in Iraq?
Oh, yeah, sure. I want to make this very clear to everybody.
He had a plan.
Oh, yeah. He had the weapon of mass destruction. I have seen him by my eyes. And then I have seen the stocks. And then I have heard him giving the orders to attack by weapon of mass destruction. And I was sitting when he said that 98 aircraft must attack Israel in 2 waves, one wave through Jordan and the other wave through Syria, without telling these people. And that was the time here God spoke to me. I knew that we are going to be destroyed. I said, excuse me, sir, I want to say something. He said, again, George, you know, I speak many times. I raise my hand. I say, I beg you, I want to say something. He said, go ahead, what is it? I told him, sir, the Israelis have got a plan and I know it in details. I have seen it, that they will destroy any airplane coming from the east before entering the Israeli borders. Therefore, these 98 airplanes, most of them will be destroyed over Syria and over Jordan. Of course, no matter what air defenses of Israel are strong, but still some airplanes can penetrate, 30, 40 of them. So you just imagine, these airplanes will attack the Israeli towns by chemical weapons. What will happen? So I told him, sir, the Israelis will have the right now to retaliate with the nuclear weapon that they have. And I know they have them. So our country will be destroyed. Please, sir, let us discuss this. He was very angry that I stopped him and I said this. But he waited like this for a second and he started asking questions. I answered all his questions. It took 1 hour, 41 minutes. And at the end, thank God that he didn't use these weapons against Israel. Because only God knows what was going to happen.
What did he do with the weapons? Where did he hide them?
These weapons were hidden from 91 up to year 2002. He organized and he created an organization only to hide the weapons. And these weapons were hidden from 91 up to summer of 2002. But in summer of 2002, a natural disaster happened in Syria, in the Zayzoun area. And a lot of floods were in that area. So Syria asked for humanitarian aid from the Arab countries. So that was the time when Saddam started thinking his evil way. He announced to the world that he's going to aid Syria with humanitarian aid by air and by ground. But that was not true. The truth is, he converted 2 airplanes. We had Jumbo 747 and 27. And he converted them to cargo airplanes, and the weapons were transported from Baghdad to Damascus. These 2 airplanes were permitted as civilian regular passenger airplanes for humanitarian purposes, old people, sick people, to go out of the country. But he used these airplanes like this, and these airplanes made 56 sorties from Baghdad to Damascus, transferring the weapons by a special secret way by the Republican Guards. And another 100 semi-trucks, 50 by 50, on the ground by help of Russians, were also taken the weapons to west part of the city, to a city they call it Deir ez-Zor, and from Deir ez-Zor to Syria.
General, you told this story in England, if I remember, but the British newspapers wouldn't print it.
I told them many other stories, really, but they didn't print it. And the lady which was making the interview said, I believe you 100%, General, but we will not print this in our newspaper. I said, why? She said, because we have taken a position against the Prime Minister Blair about that. If we will tell all this, that means that he was right. I said, no matter that the story is true, but you will still not say it. She said, yes. And they didn't announce it. Didn't write it in their newspaper.
Have you been briefed by our government? Have you told the story to our federal government, to
Pentagon? I have told everybody.
What's been their, the White House, what's been their response?
They know all the story, and they say, General is right. The only thing is, if you call the Congress now to Pete Hoekstra, who was the head of the Senate, he's from Grand Rapids.
Right.
He will tell you that the general is right and everything. You ask him, but there's one thing only: how to verify it. You see, they should go to Syria and get them.